Route 66, Route 66. We'll drive around the classic cars, pick up chicks and biker bars. It doesn't matter where we are, as long as we're on Route 66, Route 66.
Okay, this is the last day of your 10-day Route 66 ride. I'm Insane Sam, and I'm about to guide you from Pasadena to Los Angeles. But before we head out, let's look back at some of the fun stuff we've had over the last 10 days.
Hello, boys and girls. I'm supposed to tell you about the chicken farm my brothers Chico, Harpo, Zeppo, and Gullin and I owned in Countryside. They had a lot of hot chicks over there, but some of them were clucks. Still, others were pretty good eggs. If you're a hot dog and you want to have some fun, first thing to do is get rid of that bun. And dogs out of bun can get real hip by jumping into a cornmeal dip. Beer on tap and do the corn dog rap. Have a beer on tap and do the corn dog rap. Warning, this is a booty and breastises alert. I repeat, this is a booty and breastises alert. This is not a drill. This is not a drill.
One pill makes you larger and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. I got a song here that ain't gonna fizzle. It's all about my meat and the T-bone sizzle. When baby gets up, she's never alone, 'cause she shakes me awake from a big T-bone. I know this place may not have class, at least you can get a piece of pie. I'll drink till I drop and come back soon to sing this crazy chicken tune. California, I am here, looking for hot chicks and beer. There have been several alignments of Route 66 from Pasadena into Los Angeles. I'm going to take you down the original 1926 alignment to the corner of 7th Street and Broadway, and I'm also going to take you down the current alignment down Santa Monica Boulevard. Both have a lot to offer, and LA is so close to Pasadena that you'll have time to do both if you want to. But as always, let's get you directions. Go to route66mc.com, go to the right-hand column on the home screen and find Get Directions. Put Pasadena in the Leaving From box and Los Angeles in the Heading To box. Click on Get Directions, and turn-by-turn directions on both of these alignments will pop up for you. So let's go down the original 1926 alignment first. On the corner of Mission Road, the 1926 alignment, you're going to find the Lincoln Park Motel. It opened in the 1920s as the Luna Park Auto Court. The 2001 movie Pearl Harbor had a scene shot there, and it's still in operation. Before getting into downtown LA, you'll go through Chinatown. This neighborhood started in the 1880s to house Chinese migrants working to build the Central Pacific Railroad. It turned into a really seedy place of prostitution, gambling houses, and opening dens. But all that was cleared out by the 1940s to build Union Station, which is a must-stop spot in LA for you too. Olivera Street is just a couple of blocks away. This is the area where the original Los Angeles was founded. As you approach downtown, a bunch of original Route 66 era buildings remain, and it ends in the old theater district. The biggest problem with this area is it smells like the inside of a porta potty. The gem down here is Clifton's. Clifton's is a 5-story cafeteria-style restaurant that opened in 1935 at Broadway and 7th Street. The owner, Clifford Clifton, wouldn't turn away anyone who was hungry. Rather than charging a fixed price, customers just paid what they could afford. Clifton's closed in 2011, but new owners have given it a $10 million facelift, and it's reopened in all its original splendor. There's still a cafeteria on the first floor, but the other upper floors have bars and restaurants with a variety of themes. Some of them have strict dress codes, so you can have anything from casual to a very upscale experience here. Now, before you leave this area, make sure you get your picture at the terminus of Route 66 sign. It's on the corner of Broadway and 7th Street, and it's a little hard to find because it's way up high on a pole.
I bet you thought you were going to wind up at someplace cool like the Santa Monica Pier. Forget it. You're on the corner of 7th Street and Broadway, which is where Route 66 ended in 1926. Take a look up there and you'll see the sign telling you that. Okay, now if you really like homeless people, the smell of urine in the streets, drug addicts, and hypodermic needles around, hang around this place all afternoon and have some fun. If I were you, I'd take off to the Santa Monica Pier and drink some booze.
Okay, now for the current alignment. You'll come down to LA through the Arroyo Parkway, and when you get off into downtown LA, you'll be near Dodger Stadium. and you'll soon go through Echo Park. This is a colorful neighborhood with a real bohemian atmosphere. Keep a lookout when you're on Figueroa for the Chicken Boy. It's a 22-foot tall version of the Gemini giant holding a bucket of chicken. He was put up in the 1960s to advertise a long-gone chicken joint. On Sunset, you'll go by the still operating Paradise Motel, which has a purple neon sign. The Olive Motel dates to 1946. It also has a cool neon sign. So far, so good, but you're about to hit Santa Monica Boulevard for the home stretch. Be prepared. The traffic can be horrible along here, and the 10-mile ride to Santa Monica and the terminus of Route 66 can take hours. You're best off doing this really early in the morning. If you look to your right as you start down Santa Monica Boulevard, you can catch a peek at the Hollywood sign. It's a little hard to see, but if you get a glimpse, take a brief detour down one of the side streets for a better view and a photo op there. You'll pass through West Hollywood near the corner of Hollywood and Vine, and there are signs to the Avenue of the Stars. Check out the Holloway Motel, which has been around since the 1940s. You'll also pass by Barney's Beanery, which is billed as the third oldest restaurant in LA. The Troubadour on the West Hollywood border has been one of LA's best small venues for quality live music since 1957. Elton John, Guns N' Roses, Linda Ronstadt, the Eagles, James Taylor, and a bunch of others performed there and got their start there. When you go through Beverly Hills, you'll see the palm tree-lined streets off to your right, and you'll pass by Rodeo Drive on your left. In West Los Angeles, you'll pass by the Azul Inn, which used to be the Temple View Travelodge. It's been a full-service motel in the Travelodge chain since the 1950s, and it's still in operation. Now, Route 66 never made it to the Pacific Ocean. On this alignment, you're going to end at the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and Olympic. There are no sites of interest there, not even an end Route 66 sign. And if you talk to people around there about Route 66, they won't know what you're talking about. But if you take a right and head down Olympic from there, you'll come out at the Santa Monica Pier, which is a lot of fun. And there's a Route 66 sign where everybody wants to get a photo. Now, if you go back to Santa Monica Boulevard and take a left heading toward the ocean, you'll find the Will Rogers Highway marker in Palisades Park at the junction of Santa Monica Boulevard and Ocean Avenue. Make sure you get your picture taken there, and you can walk over to the Santa Monica Pier from there if you want. I usually stay at the Georgian Hotel across the street from the Will Rogers Highway marker. The prices are reasonable by Santa Monica standards. The only drawback is though you can get a drink in the lobby, there's not really a bar there. Don't worry, there's plenty of bars around Santa Monica. Congratulations, you've just completed one of the great road trip adventures in the world. There's only one thing left to do. Turn around and head back to Chicago. But before starting back, hit the subscribe button. Tell all your friends what a great time you had on this trip and get them to subscribe too. Also, leave your comments on this video or even about the whole ride. I'll do my best to respond to all of them. Insane Sam out.